Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I had something different in mind. I wanted to make a tutorial video on how to install a graphics mod that I've been running in my game. And I wanted you guys to see how it's done because it was kind of tricky at first and it was not working. And I guess here we go. So the mods I'm using today are... It's going to be the Natural Vision Evolved mod from the August build. I'm also going to be using the NVE visual. That mod's been discontinued and the creator is not updating it anymore. And I'm also using the City Lights mod, as well as the Forest of San Andreas revised and GTA remastered enhanced. And I have a few other mods to make sure my game doesn't crash on me, which is the latest game config, the resource adjuster, which helps with texture popping in and out, the heap adjuster to manage all the asset limits. And I will also be installing Lively World expansion and Los Angeles Nature Final, which adds trees and vegetation to Los Santos. And I have, what else do I have? I pack file limit adjuster, and I also have a preset that I just downloaded from GTA mods. Let's go and find it here. Let's see if I can find that. Bookmarks. Nope, that is not there, is it? But it is somewhere here. It should be on the second page, I'm pretty sure. Here it is, NVA and PRSA RTGI reset preset by MD quadruple V. This is a great reset preset, by the way. It does kind of impact your FPS a lot. So if you don't have a beefy computer, I wouldn't suggest running it because it uses ENB, which is no longer needed for NVE. But it's a great reset preset. So in order to use that reset preset, you're obviously going to need PRSA and the preset itself. And you're also going to need the latest version of ENB series from envdev.com. And you're also going to want to get the RTGI files from Pascal Gelser. You can just get that for $5 at his Patreon. And I also have SG Project. We'll just be using the SG Project Roads and SG Project Vegetation. These are really great road textures and vegetation textures, which is, I believe, 4K for the vegetations. So we'll be using all of these mods. So in order to install this mod properly, you're going to want to start with Natural Vision Evolved. You're going to want to install all 3 parts simultaneously. Before you even begin the installation for these mods, make sure that you don't have any other mods or any kind of mod files that could impact or potentially cause conflict with these mods that I'm going to install. So make sure you have a clean GTA 5 directory and just go ahead and install part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this mod. And I would suggest using NVE's reshade shaders. So for that, just copy reshade.ini, dxgi.asi, and reset shaders, and just drag and drop those there. And from here, you can install the performance boost mod if you really need to use that. I'm not going to install the parallax roads and pavement because we have SG roads, which I think is better than what NVE has to offer. You can also install the weapon sound pack, which is actually pretty great. I'm not going to install the extra vegetation. I am going to install the volumetric headlights. So go ahead and install that. And from there, I always like to install the trash modifier, which gets rid of all the trash in Los Santos, and it makes the game look a lot cleaner. And from there, eventually, once I've installed city lights, I'm going to come back and install white street lights from NVE. So once you have all of these installed, just close out of the zip file. And I guess the next thing we're going to install is going to be the GTA 5 Remastered. It does not matter in which order you do these. It's just it only matters when you install the NVE plus PRSA. Make sure you do it right and follow the instruction. that's on the README file, or just watch the video. So we're just gonna install this. I have already installed all of these mods, so I'm not gonna reinstall them again, but go ahead and hit install and install it into the mods folder. And from there, just reinstall the install the Forest of San Andreas Revised, which is also a great mod. Adds a lot of trees that GTA 5 was originally gonna have, but doesn't have anymore. Go ahead and install the north and south from that. Once that's done, make sure we're just gonna copy heap adjuster that into the game file. Just drag and drop these two files into the GTA 5 directories. I also suggest installing the GTA 5 resource adjuster. All of these adjuster files, you can find it in GTA mods, gta5mods.com. Just drag and drop these two files. I was told that NVE adjusts resources from their mod as well, but for some reason it does not work. My game was just broken, and every time I try to install a roads mod, whether it be NVE or SG roads or just like a European roads mod, it would just screw up all my textures. So I had to download the resource adjuster separately and install that separately for the game to work properly. You only need to install pack file limit adjuster if you're downloading add-on vehicles or just replacing vehicle mods. So you don't need to worry about that. And as for the more tricky part of this, I believe is going to be the NV visual. You don't have to install this. This is just for the extra vegetation in San Andreas. It's going to add a lot of extra vegetation in the north part of San Andreas, and I honestly don't even suggest people to even support this creator anymore, because he does not update his mod at all, and it's not been updated since for a long time. So in order to extract and install this mod, you're gonna want to first go to the NV visual pack, go to the latest one, which is gonna be the November one, and here you see the NV visual installer.oiv. You're just gonna drag and drop that onto your downloads folder or desktop folder, wherever you're doing all your mods or have all your mods. Drag and drop that, and once that's done, you're just gonna double click it. Well, slowly, not double click it, or just rename it, and rename this to .rar or .zip. What this will do is allow you to open the file in WinRAR or using 7-zip or just the Windows zip file, like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to open the assembly.xml file, and we're going to have this open out here. Hold on. So we'll close that. We're going to have this open. So what we're looking for here is going to be the remake map, remake props, and NB visual. So in order to find this among this, you're just going to look through the last 4 digit of this series of number here. So that is going to be 0D48 is going to be NB visual. So 0D48 is right here. So just I suggest just renaming this to NB visual and just saving it, just so you know it's there. And we're going to find the other one, which is going to be 3D79. 3D79 is right here. Remake map. We're also going to save that, and then we're also going to look for the 0715, which is going to be the remake props. So we're also going to do that. So once we have all that, we can just exit out of this. So once you have all those files renamed, you're going to want to go to mods, update, x64, DLC packs, and just copy these two files onto here. Once that's done, go to mods, update RPR, common data, DLC list, edit. And from here, you can just copy one of these files and just copy the name, this name, and just replace it. Here, you're just gonna want to Control V it, replace it, like how I have it here. Remake map, remake props. So once that's done, that will completely install the mod onto your GTA mods folder. As for the NV visual, what we're gonna do is we're going to, so I already have all of these extracted. So what you're gonna do is just drag and drop all these files onto the folder, onto your mods folder, or your saved, where all your mods folder are saved. So just drag and drop all of this onto here. I already have that, which is inside of this folder. And it's right here, NV visual. So all you need, oh, my bad. All you're gonna need is to drag and drop the NV visual file. Not these two, because we've already installed that. So just drag and drop it and it'll be extracted. So once you have this, you're gonna use OpenIV. We're gonna click on File, Open Archive. We're gonna go to the SSD where I have my mods installed. Open NV Visual Pack, November, NV Visual, and we're just gonna open this DLC RPF file. Once we have that, we're just gonna go to X Vegetation, X64, and then we're going to extract every single file here. So all this file, all that file, and all that file. So you're just gonna make a new folder. I have it called Extracted NV Visual, and I drag and drop all the files from each of these folder onto here, which will total to about 513 items. So once that is done, you can just exit out of that and we can just hit close all archives. And the second one that we're gonna need is going to be from the NV vegetation procedural, which will also be in the NV file that you get from NV visual. So it should just be here. Once you open this November, right here, open the latest one, NV vegetation procedural. So you're gonna do the same thing, drag and drop it, rename it to .rar, and once you have that, we're gonna go back here, we're gonna open that, and again the same thing, we're just gonna open up assembly.xml, and what we're trying to find is the v/proc1, and for that it's going to be 2031, which is going to be this file for me. You can just rename this if you want to for later use, but I'm not going to bother with that because I already have it extracted. So once that is done, actually I'm gonna do it just to show you guys. v/proc1. So once that is done, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna drag and drop this here. I guess I already have it here, the file itself. So I'm just gonna drag and drop that. And we're gonna do the same thing. Open IV, open archive. We're gonna do November, vproc1, and we're gonna open the same thing. Here, we're just gonna copy all this file and extract it onto a folder, like I have it here. So which will total to about 80 files. So once you have both of those extracted, the NV visual and the vproc extracted, we're gonna go to mods, update x64 DLC packs, and we're going to open the NVE/vegetation and go to DLC RPF x64, and then we're going to go to the vegetation/props.rpf file, and we're just going to copy and paste all this file and drag and drop it onto OpenIV. Once that is done, it'll take a few seconds. Once that is done, you're also going to want to drop the extracted vproc/1 file onto the same folder as well, which is going to be the vegetation/props. So once that is done, you will have completely installed the NV visual vegetations successfully. And we can move on to the other ones. I also recommend installing GTA 5 config, and I'm going to show you something real quick. So for the config, I have installed the 0.1x traffic, 0.1x peds. So we're just going to go to mods, update, RPF, common, data, and we're just going to drag and drop the config file onto here. So once you've drag and dropped the config file onto the data folder, you're going to want to right click it, edit, and we're going to want to edit some things here. So first, we're just going to press Control and F at the same time, and then we're going to look for building. So here, if you don't already have this building's value set to 65,000, you're going to want to change that. Also, for the animated building, you don't really have to do this, but you can change the value to 1600 just in case, to manage and so the game doesn't crash once you enter certain areas and certain buildings. And for the second one, we're going to look for PH instance of GTA, which is going to be this one. And for this value, it's going to be set to somewhere around 15,050. I recommend setting it to anywhere between 65,000 to 72,000. What this will let you do is get out of that cave area near Mount Chiliad. You know, that cave that you have to pass to get to Mount Chiliad area and the sawmill. This will allow you to pass through that area without crashing. And I have it set to 72,000. I don't recommend going above this value because it could crash. You could experiment with it just in case your game keeps crashing at that exact area. Maybe try going up to 80,000, but no more than that because your game will definitely become very unstable. So once that is done, just hit save. I'm not going to save. And you have your GTA config installed after that. And for the tricky part, I guess you can install your roads mod if you're going to use that, whether you're going to use the NVE one or the LA Revo 2.0 roads mod. So just install that. I'm also going to install the vegetation, which I already have installed. So just use the OIV installer. And for the tricky part, so to install this preset, we're just going to follow this direction right here, readme important.txt, because I had some issues with this. Even after following the directions, my reset was not working at all. The game would just go black screen, or it would just not show up that the reset was installed. So hold on. So what we're gonna do is he says to install the latest NVE with your preferred optionals. We have already installed that. You don't have to go to his Patreon. You can just go to raisedmods.com and download the latest version of the NVE file. And he says to install the Resade, which we should have already done with the NVE Resade. But what we're going to do is, before we do that, we're going to open the zip file. We're going to go to Resade preset, and we're going to drag and drop this onto our GTA 5 directory. Once that is done, we're going to go to our latest version of Resade, which is going to be Resade 6.2.0. We're just going to click on Resade, browse, and we're going to go to our Grand Theft Auto directory. For me, it's the SSD GTA 5, and we're going to open GTA5.exe. Next, DirectX 1011/12. And for me, I'm just going to click on Update, Resade, and Effects, just to show you guys. So next, once that's selected, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to browse, and we're going to find the Resade preset that we just dragged and dropped into our directory, which is going to be this one. So just hit open for that one. And once you've opened that file, it will select all the necessary components for the Resade, and you're just going to click next. And once that is done, it will just go through and drag and drop all the files, or install all the Resade files needed to run the Resade. So once that is done, hold on. Once that is done, the next thing to do will be to download the ENB, latest ENB, which is going to be enbdev.com, and you're going to find the GTA 5 installation, and you're just going to click here and then click on this little down arrow to install it. Once that is done, we're going to our GTA 5 mods folder, and we are gonna go to ENB series wrapper version, and we're gonna just drag and drop these two files onto our GTA 5 directory. And once that is done, you're gonna close that out. And then the next thing he says to do is put the Resade preset and ENB files I included into the main GTA 5 folder, which we have already done. So, and he also asks us to download the PRSA, which is required. So just use this link here and download the PRSA mod pack, or the graphics pack. And from here, we are only going to install the .fx files, and this is going to be installed into the ENV series. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the PRSA main files, and I'm pretty sure we're going to open the ENV series here. So here's all the files, and what we're going to do is we're going to select all the FX files and the texture folder like so. And once that is done, we're going to install the ENV that is in the NVE plus PRSA RTGI reset folder that you downloaded. So just drag and drop all of this onto the GTA 5 directory, close out of it, open the ENV series that you just installed into the GTA directory, and drag and drop all the files that you selected from PRSA onto this folder right here. He also tells you, you can also just read it here, and it tells you the same thing. I'm just going to delete that real quick. And once that is done, the mod should hopefully work for you. And I'm also going to, if you guys want to install the LA Nature final, you're just going to open LA Nature, add-on, LA Nature, custom maps. So just to install that, mods, update, x64 DLC packs, just drag and drop this. Go to DLC list, which is going to be here, mods, update, common data, DLC list. And the same thing, copy one of this, enter, paste it, and this use custom maps like I have it here. Just have it written the same way out, and I'm just going to cancel that. With that, that should also be completely installed. And I'm going to close out of all of this. With that, every single mod that you're going to need to have GTA look like this will be fully installed. So for that, I'm going to open GTA 5. I have 2 instances of GTA, so I'm just going to go to my SSD, Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm going to use GTA 5 launcher to open Grand Theft Auto 5. This is going to take a while, but once everything is installed, yeah, if you have everything installed and NVE installed properly, you'll get this startup menu instead of the usual cops, siren, whatever, shooting. I don't know, if you don't follow the reset shaders that I showed you to install from NVE, sometimes you're going to run into a compatibility issue with Windows with reset, and you won't be able to open the reset menu like so. So which is why I always install the NVE reset from now on, because for me the reset 6.20 just does not fucking work. So I have to use that. And here, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and do this mission just to showcase the graphics. Hold on. There we go. That should fix the audio for this game. I've tried so many different combinations of graphics mods to make GTA look good, and I think so far this is the best one I've found, and it looks really good during the day and during the night as well. It can get a little bit dark. Oh yeah, before we even get somewhere else, I recommend setting the graphics brightness to around 50% just to get the full effect of the graphics mod at nighttime. So dark areas will look really dark, and the areas that are lit up will look really good. gonna take Michael to Trevor's shack here.
There's that sound.
Okay, we're just gonna skip this cutscene because I've seen it 1,000 times. All right, Michael. Okay, and this is what your game is gonna look like during the day. You can use the NVE NVE reset preset, which you can open using the INS insert button on your keyboard. And once you have that open, it should select all the. It should have already selected all the required FX files for the reset. I'm just gonna go to NVE weather, and you can change the weather to clear, cloudy, extra sunny, or foggy. It looks. I think if you really want to showcase graphics, you just go to overcast. Overcast weather just looks really good. You see all those rain puddle videos in GTA mod showcase. I really don't like that. It looks very, very shitty. So I just use the overcast if I want to show it. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna use the clear weather because that looks really good. Oh, look at that! There's a little tornado starting.
And here she is, the magical train.
Yes, Trevor. I'm going to see.
Don't leave without me!
I can climb this train in first time. The last time I tried to do this mission, I could not climb this train.
Mike, oh yeah, another thing for your shopping list. We'll need some bombs.
Okay, I'll pick them up when I'm back at the trailer.
Back at the trailer? Where are you? I got work to do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm getting changed.
Wow, getting changed? What
Haha,
did you turn
better than
into?
CJ. This video might cut out momentarily because I think I can only record up to 20 minutes, so I don't know how long it's been. So if it does cut out, I'm sorry.
On this train. You on the water?
Sure, just caught a fish. Let me know when you need me.
Got it?
Eat it.
Be under that fucking bridge. When we go past Toledo Station, whole of Merryweather's gonna be onto us.
And we're almost there. I think you'll be able to see the forest of San Andreas much better once we're in the dinghy. The Michael. You can already see it here, the redwood trees. I don't know what trees they are, but look like redwood trees.
Far out. You under the bridge?
Approaching the inlet now. I'll power through to the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of tree crops in this side of the map now. You'll also see this in LA as well. Lots of new vegetation, lots of new crops in the cities.
This is quite a spot to pick. Enjoy it now, because it's about to start raining fire. The scores in the orange container. Plant the charge. Blow the doors.
Okay. We got that.
Get your ass in there, Mikey!
I'll be as quick as I can be. I gotta run a fucking salvage operation in here.
Stupid ass tree branches. Okay.
Merryweather recovery teams arrived!
thought I
Stop
killed you.
looking for your diddler and find the loot.
I ain't struck gold or art.
Okay, that one's dead. Right now. There we go. That's also dead. And we're gonna do this.
Anything yet? Hold off!
Snipers on the bridge.
Hey, your rifle's got a thermal scope, right? Use it. You find those shooters before they find me.
No more snipers, so you can come out as soon as you find
Where's the
something.
helicopter? Oh, there
Now
we are.
the parachute regiment turns up.
That one's dead. Where's his parachute?
I'm out here doing the hard work while you're in there relaxing. Find something.
That should be all of them.
Baby on board. We're good to go.
About fucking time. Come on.
Hey, don't fall. Okay.
Sit down. Let's go. Down the rapids, if you please.
Never noticed. There's fucking thingy just waiting below in the rapids. Now they're gone. What the fuck? Okay, and where is this car at?
Nature, you're right. It's a beautiful thing.
There's nothing natural about this. Nada.
I forgot to say, nice outfit. And by nice, I mean lame.
Sure, Michael does not need that glass. And here's the helicopter.
Chopper, right behind us. Dying flame.
Brothers die so quickly in this game.
You feeling alive?
Like 3 sniper shots and they're
Juice
gone.
pumping through your glands.
My glands are just fine. Without the crashing trains, exploding helicopters, and sinking boats.
And with this, we'll be
Come
done
on.
with this mission.
We need to get on land. Pull her up down the coast.
I guess this is what you guys will be playing
Whoa!
until GTA
Man,
6 comes out,
you
because
work
that's what I've been
hard for
doing.
your living. Boil it down for me.
Playing
How much you
GTA
think you
Online,
make per
GTA
census
with
killing,
mods,
huh?
over and
Couple
over again.
nickels?
Time
Every
to
single
talk.
new game coming out
Have
of
been
this.
since we put you in the
Absolute
ground. Run
crap.
organize some transport for us.
Okay. And with this, we're done. Well, I guess we have to take Patricia back too. Or is that a different mission? Oh, that's a mission after this one. Right.
Oh, his and hers, huh?
Because of your independent spirit.
Yeah, with that, we're done. I guess that's the showcase for you guys. For everybody that wanted to see what it looked like before installing the mod. And we're done. You guys have a good day. And if you have any questions, just ask them in the comment section and I will address them
Hello.
Tally's on the line
to you in the comment section, or just
Trev.
make a new video if I have to, a more detailed one. All right, bye everybody.